Ladies and gentlemen, let's get things fired up, fired off. Let's get ready to kick off this summer heat, even though, it's partially almost the end of the racing season, but let's get things rocking and rolling here. Tonight on the Josh Nolan and Oliver S. Full Throttle Racing Show, hashtag one on YouTube, we have with us a superstar that is just thrust a lot of boundaries here. And I'll tell you what, he's had a lot of success. He's driving pavement late model stock cars now. And I'll tell you what, this guy has had a lot of success in them as we speak. We have back with us, Mr. Hunter. Again, welcome back, Hunter.
Thanks for having me back on the show. It's really a pleasure.
So, Hunter, let's talk about how much progress and success you've had in your late model this year.
Yeah, this year we've definitely had our success more than we really expected. We've been able to crack off 4 wins this year, and right now we're in a really close fight for the National Rookie of the Year. So it's definitely been a year that we never expected would even happen. So nothing to scoff at, to say the least.
Okay. So, where you sitting at? Okay, in rookie points, you're in a tight battle. Where are you sitting overall points for your late model?
The last time we looked, we were sitting about mid to high 30s in national points, and we're a little bit back behind our teammate, but he's definitely had a really good season this year. He's pretty much got all the points that Kingsport wrapped up, but um, you know, we've been really having a really solid year. Nothing we ever expected would happen this early.
So, Hunter, going into 2026, what is your game plan going into next year then?
Going into next year, we're hoping to make some car store races and see if maybe we can move around to different tracks like Florence, Newport, maybe Hickory and such. So we're gonna try and slowly ease into per se the car store next year, run a few early in the season and start getting more heavy into it later in the year.
Okay. How is your kids program going now that you started this Bandolero Kids program?
It's been going really good. We've had about 10 kids this year. We've sold about 4 cars so far, so we've definitely had a lot of success. We've had many just drivers that's wanted to move up into bandos, and we've also had many drivers that's never drove before come. Um, so I think about every 3 drivers we have, they'll end up buying a car.
Okay, very cool. So, Hunter, have you picked up any sponsors so far this year?
We've picked up the Bristol or the Texas Roadhouse in Bristol this year. We've They've been on before, but they really went hot and heavy with it this season. And we've really kept most of our other sponsors, but they've stepped up to help us because it's just such a big price gap from a bando to a late model.
Okay, you notice the shirt I've got on with me tonight?
Yeah, me personally, I really like that shirt, but there's a little bit of bias there.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So,
we've
Hunter,
just got those. We just got those in,
okay,
and we're trying to get them out and sold. But we haven't really had any to sell. They all sold out real quick.
okay. So, Hunter, have you run into any issues at the track with your late model this year?
Yeah, definitely. We've had a lot of issues with other drivers not really about the best way to put it is not giving room. I think the last 4 weeks we've had to essentially put on a new nose where we've been just chopped off. Um, it's definitely not been easy trying to earn their respect, and I've slowly started to. They slowly started welcoming me in, but I'm definitely on thin ice, and I can't make a mistake there.
Yeah, exactly. So, you are learning the late model this year quite a bit?
Oh yeah, we've definitely made a lot of improvements in speed from the beginning of the year, and we've dropped almost half a second. So we're consistently up there fighting. It's just trying to finish both races in one night. We seem to get screwed over somehow in the second race.
Okay. So, Hunter, okay. So, how many races do you have left at Kingsport this year?
From what I know, we have 5 left. We've got 2 more doubles nights and then a big 5K to win race that hopefully we'll have a good solid show in there for some good more points.
So one of the big questions I have for you, Hunter, going into next year, are you on your radar? Are you planning on running the snowball derby at all, or?
I would love to, but it's probably not in the budget because we're already dealing a lot with just having a nose torn off almost every week. So we're gonna try and play it a little bit less in the beginning of the year and really make a pounce at the end of the year.
Okay. So who do you have for a crew chief on your late model?
I've got Chase Dix, and he's really been helping me out a lot. I've got my spotter Jonathan. I don't think he's really per se made a bad call, other than I don't know, not really. I guess not nothing I can think of. But I really have the entire Chase Dixon Motorsports team in my ear trying to help me and really move me along fast as they can while still allowing me to learn.
So how was I'm going to put this way, the communication factor with Chase at the racetrack? Do you guys kind of on the same page where you want to go with the team?
There's definitely been a little bit of a language barrier just because bandos and late models are so different with just about everything. The only
Yeah.
similarity is 4 tires and a steering wheel. So there's definitely been a slight language barrier there, but we've really been able to overcome that and really get our point across and figure out where we need to go with the car.
Okay. So, Hunter, okay, um, okay, who at the track have you made friends with in the late model program?
I've really been trying to keep to myself mainly because just trying to earn respect there is more important than making friends. I will say probably Bruce Crumbly. We kind of had a little bit of a rough patch, but we kind of talked it out, and I know he has some respect for me, and he's been trying to help me out a little bit as much as least as I know. So
Okay. So, Hunter, okay, do you have any sponsors you would like to thank for helping you get this far with your career as we speak?
I already mentioned Bristol, uh, Texas Roadhouse in Bristol, Virginia. The Zarate shop in Weber City, Virginia. We've also got WJ Motorcycles, Quality Heating and Air, Universal Machining and Tool, and there's a few other that they'd like to stay anonymous.
Okay. Um, who on your crew would you like to thank for helping you get this far?
Everybody, everyone's really pitched in a good amount. They really haven't per se let me just fall behind and say swim on your own. Um, Everybody at Chase Dixon, they really work their butts off, and then even a good amount of people at AK Motorsports, they've really been trying to help us with parts and stuff.
Okay. So, Hunter, we're gonna switch things up now. Do you have any questions you would like to ask me in this portion of the program?
Um, I think my only question is, do you ever plan on coming down to per se the East Coast to maybe watch some racing
I
anytime?
would love to. I would love to. Haven't gotten there that far, but I would love to. I totally would love to.
That's probably my only question for you.
We could
You
find a
seem
way
to
to
be the
make it
one who's
happen.
you can go on.
We could find a way to make it happen. That would be awesome.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, definitely, Hunter. So thank you again for being on the racing show with me tonight, talking to us about your racing career. So, being as you've got this Bandolier program, what is your big? How can I put you this way? What is your big inspirational quote that you give the drivers when they go out there?
Um, Really, what I tell them is if they're gonna drive it, they can't be scared of it. I've
Yeah,
had many drivers that's been scared of it, and if I've been able to fit in the car, I've actually went out there and spun it out for them to show
yeah,
them the car will hold. There's nothing to be scared
yeah,
of, and
yeah,
usually that really helps them overcome the fear of the car.
yeah, yeah. That is very cool. Very cool. So thank you very much, Hunter, for being on our show tonight. Do you want to say a thank you to your family at all?
A big, a big thank you goes out to them. They really worked their butts off for this. I know my dad, he's always out trying to make sure I can actually race, and really works his butt off. And my mom, she does everything she can to get me parts and getting me to the track and anywhere that we really need to go for the racing. I can never thank them enough for what they do for me.
Oh yeah, yeah, and with this racing show, not only do I work with you guys, but my big thing is I try and establish friendships out of the deal too. So yes,
Yeah.
yeah. But thank you very much, Hunter, for being on our racing show tonight, talking to us a little bit about what's been going on with your late model program. I wish you good luck coming up the rest of your season. Good luck going into 2026. And before the 2026 season gets into full swing, we would like to have you back on here again to kind of give us a preview of what the 2026 looks like for you.
I'd love to be back on here. Thank you for having me on this many times so far. It's really been a pleasure being on the show.
Yeah. Yep, not a problem. Thank you very much, Hunter. I will let you step out. I will call you in a few minutes to thank you in person. I'm going to give a little racing news update. And yeah, but I will call you in just a little bit to thank you in person. Okay?
All right. I'll talk to you then.
Yep. Talk to you then. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Hunter Morgan out of Virginia. Late model driver. He drives for one of the sponsors is Texas Roadhouse out of Virginia. So very awesome sponsor there. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a little racing news update for you there. Go hit up Hunter Morgan Racing on Facebook, but also racing news wise, ladies and gentlemen, get well wishes go out to Chase Johnson. He was injured in a sprint car accident this last weekend at the Gold Cup in California. Our uh, well wishes and thoughts and prayers are with Chase Johnson. He took a pretty nasty wreck and he's got some pretty significant injuries. So hopefully he'll recover from that. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, last weekend at Fargo, the World of Outlaws, Donnie Schatz, I believe, picked up the win there one of the nights, but definitely good luck as the World of Outlaws next week venture out to Houston Speedway for their makeup of their High Bank Nationals. Being they were going to do that this summer and it got flooded out, but they're going to make that up next weekend. Well, good luck to them guys there, and also good luck. Congratulations goes out to Don Murdy for picking up the IMCA modified feature win this last weekend. Good luck to Dolan as he ventures into the IMCA Casey's General Store Boone Supernational starting next week. And good luck to that whole team there and everybody else racing that. And also, congratulations goes out to Reagan Tafoya for picking up the IMCA modified feature this last weekend where he was racing at. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, and also congratulations to the drivers racing the Plus. It's Tony Schweibeck. He picked up championship in his class. And then also Caleb Hogan picked up the championship in his class also. So congratulations to those two drivers and congratulations to all the other drivers that have won championships this year over there. Also, ladies and gentlemen, good luck because coming up here in a couple weeks, they have their Bull Ring National over at Plustus. Good luck to all those drivers there. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have a good night. Catch you later on another episode of the Joshua and Olive Rest Full Throttle Racing Show. #1 on YouTube. And we like to thank our sponsors, Chad Rat Construction, Danny Henning Microsprint and Cage Kart Wings, and of course, Brody Manning Motorsports. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys would like to sponsor a racing show or be on a racing show, feel free to call us or text us at 712-209-7138, or you can email us at jjnolan151@gmail.com. So have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Catch you later on another episode of the Joshua and Olive Russ Full Throttle Racing Show, #1 on YouTube.